Hi everyone, I'm Richard.
And I'm Karen. Welcome back to Bali Life with Richard and Karen. Today we're going to do an update for you on how have we settled in Bali in the last few weeks. It's not quite 2 months yet, I don't think, is it?
Coming close to two
Coming
months,
close.
but yeah, not quite.
So we just thought we'd let you know how we have actually settled.
Yeah, we've had a lot of subscribers ask us the questions, so we'll just go through a couple of questions that they have put on Facebook and on YouTube, and we'll answer them and we'll go from there.
Yeah. I think number one, the biggest question we get asked is accommodation. How have we settled into our accommodation? What sort of price is our accommodation? I think the main thing to know is accommodation, particularly in Sanur, is not cheap. If you think you're going to come over here and pay $300 a month, it's not going to happen. It's not quite at Australian prices yet, but it's getting there quite quickly.
Yeah, if you have the money and you go long-term leasehold, then it becomes more affordable. But if you're just going yearly, it is quite expensive.
It is. Now, we've settled in lovely to a beautiful apartment. I mean, we're very lucky to have so much space around us. It's a quality built apartment. It's an Australian developer who's built to Australian standards. So from that point of view, our apartment is quite amazing. And the furniture is amazing. How we've settled into apartment living after we've never lived in an apartment before, maybe Richard can update you.
That has been difficult. Living in houses before, we've had the space around us, our own pools, things like that. So sharing a pool has been a big one for us. We find that very difficult. Also to the privacy, because you've got open balconies, people look in on you. That does make it difficult. Location is a little bit further north, so we're not in the hustle and bustle of where all the shops and things are. So where we're situated, very hard to get like a massage, chemist, things like that. So location, even though it's nice and close to the harbour, in relation to all your shops, etc., it is a little bit further out.
So you do need a motorbike or a scooter or something, and then it would be fine. But at the moment, we don't have that transportation. We're using our 2 little feet to get most places, and if it's super hot, we'll call a Gojek. And the Gojek's roughly around anywhere from $1.50 to $3 to get into town or to the other side of town. It depends on whether it's peak hour or not.
Yeah. So we're using the Gojeks a lot. Eventually, we will get our licences. We're just waiting on a few things, but that will happen down the track.
It will. I'm a bit nervous. I've never had a motorbike licence before, so I'm probably the main hindrance at the moment. Just plucking up the courage to go and get lessons.
Yeah, and that takes us to the second one.
It does. The area. Well, we've already spoken a little bit about the area. There is lots of little warungs, I'll get that right one day, in the area. So we have some little places that are our favourites that are in a very short walk from here and at a very, very good price. So we're happy being close to the beachfront. We're happy having a great choice of places to eat. So, and the area is a lovely little area. It is nice. It's just for us, because we're not mobile with scooters, it's just that little bit far out.
Yeah, and let's just go back to in regards to accommodation. One thing we found which has been great in this apartment is we have an oven. Now, Karen does like to cook occasionally, so sometimes you don't want to go out and you want to cook at home, so having a full oven we found very important. So people that are looking at either a 12-month lease or purchasing something, and you do like to do a little bit of cooking, a bit of baking, like others do in the area, have a bit of a think about that and just make sure that they do have an oven and not just a cooktop. That's a bit of a hint there.
It sounds very glamorous to be going out for dinner every single night of the week, which is great when you're on holidays. When you live here, some days you just want to sit in your pyjamas in front of TV and have a plate of food that you've home cooked. Really, honestly, some days you just don't want to go out and find food.
Yeah, and if it's bucketing down rain, because you do get quite torrential rain during the wet season, you don't want to get your ass wet. So sometimes it's good to have something in the fridge so you can cook. Yeah.
So the oven is a big thing. It is a big thing for us because I like to cook a couple of times a week at least.
Yeah. One thing we have found, which has been fantastic, is the networking here in Sanur. We have met so many new people and made so many new friends. A lot of people have reached out through Facebook, through YouTube, and we've met them and they've been so wonderful and we've had a really good time with them. and we're going to develop some really close relationships with a lot of people, which is good. I think you find in Australia you sort of keep your own little sort of bubble, and sometimes you don't venture out. We found that we had to venture out and sort of make the networking situation to meet people, and we've done that, and it's been great.
We have been welcomed with open arms. The expats here are super friendly. They're willing to welcome you into their circle, into their homes. It's just been lovely. It really is refreshing. It reminds me of when I moved to Cairns about 30 odd years ago. It's just, been very welcoming, and we are really appreciative of that.
Yeah, so if you're a bit worried, if you're going to move over permanently and you think, you're going to find it hard to make new relationships and friendships, you won't have that problem at all. Yeah, everyone's been great. Yeah.
Even people that have reached out through our YouTube channel that aren't actually going to live here, that are just here on holidays. It's been lovely just to catch up and have a cuppa with you too, hasn't it?
Yeah,
we've met some lovely people, and we're looking forward to them coming back.
Yeah. And the cost of living is the next one that we've found. As I said, it hasn't been a long period of time that we've been here, but we can give you a bit of a rundown on what we're spending. The electricity, for us, it's probably around about $20 to $25 a week, and the reason being is the bedroom gets quite warm in here, so we have to have the air conditioning on at night time, so it's on all night. So for us, it's probably about $100 a month for electricity. Water, so I just walk down the street and pick up the 19 litre bottles of water and bring them back, and we probably go through around about probably two and a half a week. Now they're $2 each, so they're quite cheap. And water itself is free, so when you have your showers and you wash your all your dishes and things like that, if you're eating at home, that's all for free, so that costs you nothing.
And food. Food, if you go to the supermarket to buy it, is probably a little bit more expensive than if you went out and had dinner, because there's a range of prices. You can go out and spend $10 for two people if you want to eat cheaply, or the sky's the limit for what you want to spend if you want to go and eat at one of the fancy beachfront Western restaurants. So it's up to you what you spend on food, but we choose to keep the prices down. So, a home cook a couple of times a week and out for dinner the rest of the time.
And that brings us pretty much to the last one, and that was about our visas. So we had to go through the process of getting our Banja domicile letter, I think it's called, or that letter. We were quite stressed about it.
Very.
We didn't get a lot of help from certain people, but our landlord was fantastic. They did help us out. Thank you so much. So we had to make our way to the police station. Now that was a bit awkward. Found it hard to find someone that speaks English. In the end, we were very lucky. A gentleman did help us out. So we got a letter from the police station. From there, you then have to take it to your Banja. So we found our Banja, which is only a couple of doors down. Went in there and we got that all processed. It took a little while, but we did get up and do it eventually. We were a bit scared about it. So we need that for our retirement visas, for our retirement kitas. So we've got that now, which is great.
A lot of visa agents are saying at the moment that you don't need the domicile letter. Now, we spoke to our visa agent about that only a couple of weeks ago, and he said he rang immigration that morning and they told him you definitely do need it. So maybe the visa agents that are saying you don't need it do it for you, I don't know. Our visa agent made us do it ourselves, and that was the stressful part. We had no idea where to start. If it hadn't have been for our landlord, we probably still wouldn't have it done. She was so helpful. She was fantastic.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a visa agent, just ask the question if they're going to get that letter for you, or if you have to do it, because it does put a little bit of stress on your day or your time here trying to get that sorted.
It's quite daunting.
Yeah. But we got it done anyway.
Once you figure out where to start, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
From there it was easy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah. So the big question is, are we happy?
Yes, we are.
Hell yeah. God,
yes.
yeah. Best decision we've made ever.
Yeah.
It's a great lifestyle. We get up in the morning. It's funny, in Australia, you do 3 or 4 or 5 things in a day. Here, you get up, you do one thing a day and you're buggered, and that's it. So it's great. But you do whatever you want to do. People say, what are you going to do while you're retired? Enjoy yourself.
Do your hobbies. Richard has his YouTube station, channel, that keeps him happy. I have my art. I like to read. I like to cook. We go for walks. We swim in the pool.
Yep.
We socialise with other people that are here. It's been great.
Yeah. So look, everyone's situation's different. As I said, it's worked out well for us. Now, if you're down the track, if you decide to make that decision, we hope it works out well for you too, because we're really enjoying life. It's great.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching. Again, if you like our content, just subscribe, hit the like button, that little bell, which is your notification bell. Just hit that, so that will show all the new content that comes up. We also have the Facebook page, don't we?
Yes, I have opened a blog. You can't comment on it unless I put something up on there, but it puts lots of little pictures and things on that you can comment on once I've put a picture up on there. We haven't quite figured out how to open the page. We've looked a few times trying to open it so that we can have more of you comment on things. Haven't quite figured it out yet. We'll get there.
Yeah, maybe down the track, and that's the same name as our YouTube channel, Bali Life with Richard and Karen. But thank you so much, everyone. We hope you have a lovely day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you. Bye.